चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुर सुधारी। बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवारि सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन बिराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि संभाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहीं श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कौबिद कही सके कहते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपत दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मैली मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हरे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाय, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय। और देवता चित्त न धरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंधि महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्ध साकी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तने संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय। जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान। Now we have reached from verse 11. We can actually mark it in our Gita books. From verse 11 to verse 30, it is basically Gyan Yoga, where we are learning about the body and the mind being different from the Atman, right? After that, Sri Krishna from verse 31 takes a different approach, right? And in the end also, in the last verse, when he is talking about, when he is wrapping up the Gyan Yoga, he is actually telling us what is needed for us to get established in the fact that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the intellect. However, we are the Atman. Very simple. What is needed? You need to be a Jigyasu. What is a Jigyasu? Curious. Curiosity. We have curiosity. You have seen children, right? They're so curious to learn new things. Our curiosity level for the Lord will determine whether we are able to get ourselves established in the fact that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the intellect, we are not the thoughts. We are the Atman, we are that Dehi or the Shariri which lives in that Sharir. For that, simply put, they said, detach from the world, attached to the Lord, detached from everything temporary, irrespective of who it is or what it is, whether it's a thing or a person. Detached does not mean that you stop loving. There is a big difference between attachment and love, right? There is nowhere they are asking you to stop loving everybody. They are asking you to stop being attached with everybody, to everybody. And focus your attention. If that attention and that attachment has to be diverted towards the Lord. We cannot leave desires, right? It is very difficult. But we can change the focus of the desires. From the worldly desires, we can make it spiritual desires. That is the first step. Eventually, you have to go beyond that state also. But how do you change your attention? Detach from the world, attach to the Lord. Consciously, it has to be done. They have given us pointers. Whatever is permanent, attach yourself to it. Whatever is impermanent, not permanent, drop it. Whatever is real, focus on the real. Whatever is unreal, drop it. Focus on the cause, not the effect. So they have given us enough pointers to, and every time we have to think, okay, so where am I getting attached? Is it permanent? No. Is it real? No. Is it Maya? Yes. Is it delusion? Yes. So where do I divert my attention? So for that you need vigilance. Not momentary vigilance ki 1 ghanta in the morning and 8 ghanta in the evening. Yes, we can start with that. But eventually your entire being has to become so vigilant that at any moment, wherever you just shift your attention to the world, you can bring it back to the Lord. That kind of an effort. If effort is needed in worldly achievements, this is the Lord we are talking about. It is not effortless. It is definitely not effortless. There are many people who go in and say that sadhana is not necessary. Of course, sadhana is important. for you to realize that sadhana was not needed. But for you to understand whether sadhana was needed or not, whether you're bound or not, that effort has to go in. So what they say is the effort has to go in. Until the effort becomes effortless, you have not even started on the journey. So mostly we have put in so much of effort, but did the effort become effortless? And when the effort became effortless, how long did you continue? And then it is not about you will get the result tomorrow, day after, this birth. There is no guarantee. So what is the solution to that? There are the 3 P's. प्रार्थना करो, प्रतीक्षा करो, नहीं, प्रार्थना करो, प्रयत्न करो और उसके बाद में प्रतीक्षा करो. Patience, wait. So you continue with your pratiksha, but at the same time do your pratna and your prayatna. And when it has to happen, it will happen. Right? It is not कि अभी तुम्हारे को देह भान छूट जाएगा. नहीं छूटेगा. So very simply put, and they have explained in various ways, one simple thing, that you are this shariri, which is one with that divine. There is no two. And everybody else is also that shariri only. Right? And with that they explained in various ways. Now Shri Krishna has to go into Karma Yoga, because he realized that probably, this is a bit too difficult a philosophy, which is not to comprehend, right? So, okay, let's talk about Karma Yoga. We are all Karma Yogis, right? See, in our scriptures, nobody is a sannyasi. Everybody is a Karma Yogi. Everybody is a grihas. 1 or 2 here and there you'll find in our scriptures who did not go through the entire 4 ashrams, right? Because somewhere, it depends on your journey of the previous births. So we cannot comment. But mostly, you have to actually go through the stages to understand. Till you go through somebody else's pain, it is very few. There are people who understand the pain of another without going through it yourself. Unless and until you go through that pain yourself, you would not understand. So unless and until you go through the entire cycle, आपको कुछ ना कुछ तो रह जाएगा ना. Right? So that is why every ashram also has a teaching. Every ashram also has a decorum. That is where he is coming now. He is saying that there is a difference between dharma and adharma. Right? What is dharma? Dharma is being established in my Satchidanand Swarup. There is no if and but in that. Because that is your core dharma. अगर आप वही हैं तो आपका धर्म भी तो एक ही है ना. There cannot be multiple dharmas there. So then we say, what we do is we mix up dharma with swadharma. And then we say, if I am doing my duty as a mother to the best of my ability, that is it. Yes, that is it. It is possible. But how are you supposed to do the duty as a mother? Do you know that? What is, ठीक है, we say ना, if I serve my husband, कहते हैं ना, what is it called? Pativrata dharma. To the best of my ability, मैं तो तर गई. And I get half of his tapasya also. That is a good part. They do all the chanting, whatever they do, half of it you get any which ways. So that's a win-win situation. I don't mind it. But how do you do your pativrata dharma? How? Because there's a how in everything which we do not know. Duty is not plain duty. When we work in an organization also, we have certain ways of doing things, and aise hi karna hai. This is the deliverables, this is what are the clauses, this is what you have to follow, these are the laws, this is where you report, these are your juniors. There's an entire setup given to us, and there we have been given a little bit of a leeway to use your creative inputs, right? And there are certain jobs where that is also not given. Aise hi karna hai, finish, right? So in this also, every duty, every swadharma has a particular way of being done. Dharma cannot vary. Swadharma can vary. How can Swadharma vary? We'll see. Swadharma can vary simply by depending on what you are, at which stage you are, where you are born. There is Swadharma towards your Matra Bhumi. There is Swadharma towards your Dharma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi also. आपने किस जगह जन्म लिया है? You are rini to that Bhumi also. You are rini to your parents also. Because now, very simply, last time I mentioned Avdeshanandji. It is not Avdeshanandji, it's Akhandanandji. In Akhandanandji's Gita, when you read, he is making a very clear disclaimer so that we don't get confused. Now, these are two different things. Karma philosophy does not apply to you when there is no Dehabhan. When you are the Shariri, you are established in being that divine. then karma philosophies do not apply to you. Prarabdha does not apply to you. Birth, rebirth, nothing applies to you. This applies to you when you say, yes, I am this body. See, I am a mother. Right? Then all the karmic philosophies, the prarabdha, all these things come to you because you're functioning from the body perspective. Then you're saying, I am the doer. जब आप doer हो, तो of course then you bhogo all the results also, na? Paap punya, then when you are not even the doer. So we should not, and again, we make a very big mistake of comparing ourselves with these elevated souls. They might do things which we cannot do. They are beyond that state. For them, no matter what they do, they are not acting in body consciousness. Right? So many a times we compare ourselves and we demean that divine soul also. कि देखो वो तो ऐसे करता था, उसके पास में तो फॉर इंस्टेंस 100 रोल्स रॉयस थी, शायद उसके पास में 100 रोल्स रॉयस थी, पर वो देहभान फिर भी नहीं था. तुम्हारे पास में तो एक BMW घर में आ जाएगी, फिर देखो ना तमाशा. राइट? For a 5 minutes drive also you'll get into your convertible, go there, drop, and then come so that हाँ है गाड़ी तो दिखनी तो चाहिए ना लोगों को. You get so attached to the car also, forget your body and your house. Right? House warming, दिखाएं तो सही हमारा घर है लोगों को, ये हमारा ये कमरा है, यहाँ पे बाथरूम है, यहाँ पे हम ये रखते हैं. That is what happens, right? You go and show each and every corner of your house. So you're so, nothing wrong in it. You're so attached to your house also. You're so attached to, why? Okay, probably you want to share the joy of this is mine. This body is also taken. You want to share the joy of your body also. But then the principles are different. Very simply, the principles are very different when you come to these things. ठीक है? So, Swadharm जब हम बात करते हैं, तो then we can say where we are born, what is our duty in that particular stage in life. Suppose you are a mother, तो आपका स्वधर्म मदर के हिसाब से भी है. You cannot drop your duty and then go a spiritual path. It won't serve you any which ways. You got into this, right? You consciously got into sansar. Now fulfill your duties to the best of your ability. Then if you run away, very simply, because we are mothers, then if you are not doing your duty as a mother to the best of your ability, then पाप के अधिकारी हो. So for that, we need to know now what is my duty as a mother. It is not just bringing up a random individual who creates a ruckus in the world later on. As a mother, it's a very big role. I think it is the biggest role ever because you have to prepare the next generation. It is the future in your hand. And we do not want to prepare a rotten future, isn't it? It is always said, हमारे शास्त्रों में पहले division होता था, right? Husbands used to work, mothers used to work at home, both work, right? So this man used to bring in the money for the present, but this woman is preparing the future, right? It is okay. It can be either way around also. Whoever is at home, he's preparing the future, and the other one is bringing money. So there is there's no petty discussion over here whether men should work and women should not work. We are not even going there. Whoever is staying at home taking care of the children is preparing the next generation. So might as well do it well, right? So isme Shri Krishna is talking from the perspective of Arjun, right? So when we are going to go ahead right now, we are going to look at 3 perspectives. One is Arjun, right? One is the spiritual perspective and one is a sansarik perspective. तीनों तरह से देखेंगे because all our scriptures are mostly from the spiritual point of view which can be implemented in our daily lives also. Second, Swadharm has to be very clearly guarded. How? There are 3 things that we always have to remember when we are dealing with Swadharm. We have to check. जो मैं कर रही हूँ उसमें स्वार्थ है या नहीं है. Selfishness. Right? Is there any ego involved when I'm doing my Swadharm? Second check. Third, फलिच्छा है या नहीं है. The fruits of my effort, expectations of any kind. So what are the 3 things? Selfless behavior होना चाहिए, right? No expectations and no ego, right? Very difficult. फिर now, time and again, every second person is a karmi yogi. Every second person in this world says मैं तो कर्म योगी हूँ. You know, मैं ये सब चीज़ों में विश्वास नहीं रखता हूँ. मैं तो मेरा कर्म अच्छे से करता हूँ. कर्म अच्छे से कैसे कर रहे हो? जो आप कर्म कर रहे हो चेक सेल्फलेस है या नहीं है. बहुत कम ऐसे कर्म होते हैं जो सेल्फलेस होते हैं. इवन द मदर इज सेल्फिश टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. Simple. मेरा बच्चा है ना, the same form, name, figure. If it belonged to somebody else, would you care so much? Why are you caring for your child? Because he's my child. The same person, same mannerism, same features, same everything. Was it not yours then? So you're not loving the child for the child, you're loving the child because he is your child. स्वार्थ आ गया. फिर why talk about any other relationship then? The mother's relationship with her child is the most pure. Right? Kalyug hai, that is not the case anymore nowadays, many a times. But still, ego. When we are doing an action, कितनी बार दिमाग में आता है, put in so much of hard work. I gave in my level best. तू कौन? Simply ask yourself in this derogatory tone only, तू कौन? हमारी इच्छा से तो हम एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिला सकते. No matter how hard you want, even if you have money in your hand and you want to donate it, say 10,000 dirhams, if it is not his will, you would not find a taker. होगा ऐसा. आगे आगे ही हुआ है. So तू कौन? तो ego. Wherever I put in so much of work, I spend so much of time. Check. वहाँ कर्मयोग खत्म हो गया. I gave in so many hours in that organization. I gave in my blood to that organization and see how they have behaved. So ego plus expectation. There is a certain expectation that organization has to behave in a certain way because you have put in so much of effort. They are not obliged. They give you your money, right? Khatam ho gaya. Why? Was there anything that if you put in so much of extra effort, 100 ke jagah 120, so this is the way we'll respond? They never said that. तुमने करा, तुम्हारी इच्छा. तुमने करा भी नहीं, तुमसे हो गया. So the minute अभिमान आता है, finish, you're not कर्म योग में. Again, it's very difficult then. Being a कर्म yogi, I feel, is more difficult than being this sadhu, sannyasi, ज्ञान yogi. अच्छा है भाई, हम तो दे ही नहीं है. So better to get established in the fact that I am not this body, because after that you have to keep so many checks. And then last, expectation, falicha, expectations from every single thing. If we smile at somebody, मेरी खुद इच्छा से I am walking on the street and I smile at somebody, that person does not smile back. What kind of a person? I gave him a smile. Did I ask for a smile? I did not ask for your smile. आपकी इच्छा आपने मुस्कुराया, मेरी इच्छा मैं नहीं मुस्कुराऊंगी. What? Judgment immediately because you wanted a smile in return. छोटी छोटी बातें from a person you don't even know. You have 1000 expectations. You say hi and a person does not say hi and walk away. How rude. उसने बोला कि उसको नहीं बात करनी थी. Do you know what's happening in his or her life? No. But expectation from a stranger. So just imagine what kind of an expectation, mountain of expectations we have from the people we love. तो कर्म योगी बनना आसान नहीं है. इसीलिए it is dangerous. So this is why we have to have this very clear in our mind. 3 pillars. Again, स्वार्थ नहीं होना चाहिए, अभिमान नहीं होना चाहिए, फल इच्छा नहीं होनी चाहिए, सेल्फिशनेस नहीं होनी चाहिए, ईगो नहीं होनी चाहिए, and your expectation towards the fruit of your action should also not be there. It's not results only, it's all kind of expectations. Fal is not only the results, it's all kind of expectations. So with this knowledge, we are not even moving to Karma Yoga yet. How to do it, we are not talking. We are talking about general ethics of this sansar. How to function in this sansar. And over here, Shri Krishna is simply saying, कि देख Arjun, तुम्हारा swadharm है as a Kshatriya. Right? We'll read the verses, but this is your swadharm. You came to the battlefield, right? You decided to come to the battlefield. You're standing in the middle of the battlefield. First thing, you could have decided not to come long back. When Duryodhan said, in the last session we had listened to Rashmi Rathi, right? The poetry, where Shri Krishna went to Duryodhan, and Shri Krishna, we have to look at it that Shri Krishna did not even cheat. It is not that he showed his Vishal Swarup to Arjun and not to Duryodhan. Hence, Duryodhan could not make what is it called? Make an informed decision. No. Before showing his Virat Swarup to Arjun, he had already shown that Virat Swarup to Duryodhan and to the entire Sabha. When he went to Hastinapur and he said simply, basically you should give us half. As such, Yudhishthira is the oldest, but still, let's divide it into two. Even if you don't want to divide it into two, 5 gram de do. We do not want to fight, we do not want to rage a war. We'll be happy with our 5 villages and we'll manage. 1 village for each brother, हम लोग कर लेंगे manage. He said, एक सुई की नोक के ऊपर आने जितना भी भूमि का टुकड़ा मैं नहीं दूंगा. He said, I won't give it. Needle head के ऊपर भी आता है ना, वो कण भी मैं नहीं दूंगा. So Shri Krishna again tried to explain, no. He crossed the limit, he wanted to tie Shri Krishna. And when he wanted to tie Shri Krishna, कौन बांध सकता है? Right? And he showed him that Virat Swarup. And everybody saw it, informed. Everything in him. That Virat Swarup, which we'll see in the 11th chapter. So Arjuna has still not seen it. He showed them the Virat Swarup. Make an informed decision. See what you are choosing against what. अब युद्ध होगा और ऐसा होगा कि तुमने कभी नहीं सोचा होगा जैसा होगा. एंड ही टोल्ड दुर्योधन, ये सी भू पे इतने सारे जो मृत शरीर पड़े हैं ना, उसमें से ढूंढ तू कहाँ है. He told him everything in advance so that he could make an informed decision. So there was no malice anywhere. Yes, listen to the Rashmirati. We'll listen to it after the session. Yes, it is one of the prominent, and not only this.
In spite of that, they chose this.
In spite of that, they didn't.
They remembering it.
They had the knowledge. Vidhur refused to fight, no? Chacha Vidhur, he did not fight. He went away for 35 years.
And he showed him the future that you'll have.
Everything.
Oh, wow, I'm getting goosies.
Yes. When you listen to the Rashmirati, last class, in the last session, we had played the Rashmirati. So, now think about it. Let's go a step back. See, because right now, what we are trying to understand is from Arjun's point of view, right? Mahabharat's point of view. When the choice was given, who was given the first choice? Duryodhan. Yes. So, is there any malice anywhere? What do you want to choose? You want to choose me, who will not even pick up a weapon? Or you want to choose my Narayani Sena? Duryodhan was given the first choice, not Arjun. He chose the Narayani Sena. Arjun chose Shri Krishna. Right? So, and that also, where did Duryodhan go and sit?
At his head.
At his head. And Arjun sat at his feet. इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, जब ठाकुर जी को तिलक लगाते हो, आप सीधा सर पे तिलक नहीं लगा सकते हो. नीचे से धीरे धीरे शुरू करो. बिफोर रीचिंग हिज हेड, टेक परमिशन. कैन वी? नहीं तो हम तो सीधा सर पे जाते हैं भगवान जी के. नहीं.
It's like he thought that if he sits at the head, he'll see him first.
Yes. But any which way, still he gave him the choice. See? So there was no malice anywhere.
Yeah, so he still gave him the choice first.
Yes, Duryodhan got the choice first. Arjun got the choice second.
Because he says maybe
I came first. Or whatever. But still he was given the choice. So over here, why we are saying this is, Shri Krishna did not want war. After that also, when you listen to the Rashmirati, which we have not shared, when you listen to this poet talking, when Shri Krishna is going and he meets Karn, he talks to Karn. He says, Karn, you come here. Listen, Duryodhana is fighting only on your behalf, on your strength, because you are the most strong warrior. You are the one who will win the battle for him. So please, Karn, these are your brothers. That is your mother. Leave him and come here. And Karn also had valid reasons. He said, see, so and so, a history of things that had happened to him. But Shri Krishna said, wo chodo. Look at the greater good, leave him. Karn did not. So even there, Shri Krishna begged Karn.
Even here, from this side also, he told Panchali also, right? Not to have...
Leave it. Yes. So, yeah, he tried his best. So wherever, what happens is, because when we know a limited picture, we feel that Shri Krishna was instigating war. Yes? No point was he instigating war anywhere. He was not in favor of the war anywhere. Right? So this is something...
No point of time is a good thing.
It is yes, because so many people are dying, so many people, bloodshed hoga, kya fayda kya niklega ultimately. So you think Krishna did not know about it? He did.
If you really look at it, before the so-called World War of our, this is the World War of the known world in those days. All the tribes in the kingdom were literally allied from north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, frontier.
And they were divided into two groups.
They were allied against one or the other.
It was one of the कहते हैं ना कि ऐसा युद्ध आज तक नहीं हुआ. It was so gruesome.
So gruesome. Only thing missing were nuclear weapons.
Probably they had. जब हम कहते हैं ना कि दूर से करके different, because the technology, yeah, but the technology was so developed even at that time,
Yeah.
right?
They had
So
their own versions of it.
yes. So now, so this is the background, ठीक है? And now Shri Krishna is saying, knowing all this, Arjun, it is a fair war. In the verse 31, 32 that we did last week, no, 31, 32 we did last week. We'll just run through it and go ahead. In the verse 32, he said, so hence, the battle has come to you unasked for, right? He wants to fight. You are not fighting first. You're not saying कि मुझे पहले लड़ना है, right? The battle came to you first. So with this scenario, we are letting you know that the battle came to them first. कि that person wants to fight. Even if you don't fight, he will come and fight with you. So this is what? You're defending yourself. You're defending dharma. And now we'll say, why fight at all? Was Duryodhana at any point in time? Could Duryodhana at any point in time be a just ruler? Did he have that? No. So it was a dharma yudh. We cannot deny that it was for land. We cannot say that it was for land. It was for honor more than anything else. It was for righteousness.
Yeah, see, when I examine it, I think the genesis of it was not land, not kingdom.
Nothing.
It started when he dishonored Panchali.
And that is a big dishonor, right?
Very, it's shocking that somebody like Bhishma Pitamaha, somebody like Dronacharya, people like his mother Gandhari, okay, she's blind or whatever, but she was that Sabha.
Dhritarashtra.
They all sat and they allowed it to happen. That means Duryodhana is not fit to be a king.
Not at all.
He cannot be allowed anywhere near.
So if he can do such a thing with
To his own
Panchali,
sister-in-law.
yes.
What about the women in the country?
Yes.
It's
So
not possible.
again, so Krishna, beautifully put here. That is why Krishna is bringing this to the notice of Arjun. It is not a personal battle that you are fighting.
It's a very big thing.
It is a very big thing. Okay? If you do not want to understand this, Arjun, you are at flaw. So look at how they are building it. See, Krishna is actually telling Arjun, ये तुम्हारा धर्म है. Swadharm. Why again go to those 3 points? Why we are bringing this all forward? Swarth का है इसमें. It is not for land. It is not for your honor also. It is for the greater good. Abhiman, ego ka hai. It is not because of your ego that you're fighting here. Arjun, remember. Otherwise, it does not become your swadharm, right? It is not that he hurt your ego, hence you're fighting. No. Again, he is reminding the reason for this fight. Greater good, righteous war. Remember, Arjun. Third, Falicha. Arjun keeps asking, what is the benefit of this war? He's saying this is a war of righteousness. Why are you even looking at what you will get? It is not ultimately about you. So from these 3 perspectives also, now Shri Krishna says, chalo, ye swadharm ka yudh hai. Tum kshatriya ho. Right? Now he'll say you are a kshatriya. At that time he's standing in the battlefield. He's a warrior. One of his dharm is the kshatriya dharm. Now you cannot back out. You are going to let down your swadharm because these 3 points are taken care of, right? So तुम अपना स्वधर्म क्षत्रिय का धर्म नहीं छोड़ सकते हो.
One of the most complex texts, the morals
Yes.
and the ethics. I think it should be taught in morals and ethics.
Yes.
It's one of the most complex texts I can understand. I mean,
The problem is with
it's hard
Mahabharata,
to grapple with it.
it is hard. It is very easy to take it in the wrong way, and then people bring. That is what happened
So
to.
it should be taught as an ethics.
Yes, it
and
has to
not
be.
debating
What
the
happened to Ved Vyas ji was, when before writing Bhagavad, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, he was very agitated because he had written the Mahabharata, right? He had written the 17 Purans. He had written so much, yet there was no peace. More so because he realized that Mahabharata has been taken in a totally wrong way. How many times don't you? Many times at least I have listened to people saying, Krishna ने भी तो करा था. अरे फर्स्टली क्यों करा था उसका आपको आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान तो है नहीं और कहाँ कृष्ण और कहाँ तुम. कृष्ण ने तो करा था, हम तो कर ही सकते. Yes. So
People say like that.
they say it many times. So now Ved Vyas ji, because what is Gita? Gita is a part of Mahabharata, right? Ved Vyas ji, there are many Gitas in our Granths. This Gita is very easy to comprehend, to be very honest. That is why we are able to relate to it and we are learning it. There are other Gitas which are probably more difficult, right? Not demeaning our Gita, but yet we should not say this is the only Gita. No. So this is in the Mahabharata. During the battle, this has been sung, right? So at that time, Ved Vyas ji realized that it has not worked the way I wanted it to work. And he was so upset that Lord sent Narad Muni with the knowledge of Bhagavad, 4 shloks only. Chatushlokli Bhagavad hai, which has been expanded to 18,000 verses. Only 4 shlok. And that is something next year, say January, say before starting the Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, we will chant the 4 shloks. So that the entire Bhagavad will be done in 4 shloks. Ahameva sameva agre. So then he wrote the Bhagavad. And in Bhagavad, if you read the Bhagavad, he is to the point. He has not tried to put a story which is going to, he is not giving you any point where you can use your own judgment. He is saying this is it. Khatam. ये है, because he's scared now. कि ये लोग क्या सोचेंगे और क्या अर्थ निकालेंगे और क्या सोच लेंगे. And later on, not only this, as we say, Mahabharata is a full play, right? Usme he is focused mainly on bhakti. Ultimately, he says, this is it. So now, let's get back to Gita. What we'll do now is, with the background ready, verse to verses we have already explained in detail in the last session. So just revisit it once. We will chant till verse number 36, because one leads to another. And then we will explain it all together. It is not very complex. And from verse number 37, right? 38, 39, and 40. From verse number 37, they are going to teach us the how. How of Karma Yoga. Till here, they are saying कि अगर तुमने अपना स्वधर्म का पालन नहीं किया, तो तुम्हारे साथ क्या होगा, right? And we are, see, Arjun, we, even a spiritual seeker, will take that later. We and Arjun, when we look at the sansar's drishti, we might say that we do not care about what people think. But in both cases, you should not be overwhelmed about what people think, but you should not give them a deaf ear also. Right? So, Shri Krishna जो बोल रहे हैं, उसको हम समझेंगे कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं. So, we'll start the chanting, right? Verse number 31. 31. We can chant together, or you want to repeat? Take it. So let's try. Swadharmamapi chavekshya, Swadharmamapi chavekshya, na vikampitum arhasi, Dharmyadhiyuddha shreyonyat, Dharmyadhiyuddha shreyonyat, Kshatriyasya na vidyate, Kshatriyasya na vidyate, Yadrichaya chopapannam, Swargadwaram papritam, Sukhinah kshatriyah partha, Labhante yuddhamidrisham, Atha chetvamimam dharmyam, Sangramam na karishyasi, Tatha swadharmam kirtim cha, Hitva papamavapsyasi, Akirtim chapi bhutani, Kathayishyanti te vyayam, Sambhavitasya cha kirtir. See, what we will do is, we will chant it together. Because if we take a break here, So then it will be cha kirtih. Ra won't come, right? And if we chant it together, then we can say cha kirtir maranadati maranadati rachyate. So ra, if you don't want to chant it together, the ha will come, right? Sambhavitasya cha kirtir maranadati rachyate. Sambhavitasya cha kirtir maranadati rachyate. Yeah. Yes, we can. Bhayadranadu paratam. Bhayadranadu paratam. Mamsyante tvam maharatha. Mamsyante tvam maharatha. Yesham cha tvam bahumato. Yesham cha tvam bahumato. Bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Now the 36th verse. अवाच्यवदा नो अवाच्य इसमें ना बहून साथ में आएगा. अवाच्यवदांश अवाच्यवदांश बहून अवाच्यवदांश बहून अवाच्यवदांश बहून वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः. So bahun you can put a line. Yeah. अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः. अवाच्यवादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः. निन्दन्तस्तव समा let me tell. निन्दन्तस्तव समार्थं निन्दन्तस्तव समार्थं ततो दुःखतरं नु किं दुःखतरं नु किं तथ दुःखतरं नु किं. Yeah, so it can be tatha also or tato also. When you break it, sometimes people separate, right? So now we will read the meaning first, all through. Okay? We can read it in English. You'll read it 31 se. 31 se, हाँ.
For 31. Should I read the slokam first?
Only the meaning.
Okay. Further looking at thy own duty, thou ought not to waver, for there is nothing higher than for a kshatriya than a righteous war.
Okay. So first is your duty as a kshatriya, righteous war. ठीक है? Second, 32.
Happy indeed are the kshatriyas, O Partha, who are called to fight in such a battle that comes of itself as an open door to heaven.
Okay. So when you are doing your dharma, especially now he's a soldier. So we all know, right? When a soldier is fighting, he goes to heaven. Because when there is no enmity towards the person he's fighting with for the greater good, for his own country, plus he is not encroaching into somebody's land. The battle has come to you unasked for over here. You're not encroaching into somebody's land. You're not tormenting somebody. You are defending yourself. Hence, once you die or once you fight in such a battle, you will go to heaven. Right? Third.
But if you will not fight this righteous war, then having abandoned your own duty and fame, you shall incur sin.
Yes. So suppose you don't fight. Suppose you drop your duty. Right? Over here it's Arjun right now. He is a Kshatriya. A soldier, he just decides to run off. Right? No matter what the reason. He will incur sin, right? He has dropped very simply. It is very simple to understand and comprehend from Arjun's point of view. It is a duty. This is a war. You have not encroached into anybody's territory. It has come to you unasked for because we explained why. And now if you drop in the middle where everybody is depending on you, your country is depending on you, your brothers are depending on you, so many soldiers are willing to die for you, any which ways they will fight, you will run away, you will incur sin. Sin incur karoge to kahan jaoge? You will go to hell, right? Otherwise, when you die doing your duty, you will go to heaven, right? Uske aage
People too will recount your everlasting dishonor, and to one who has been honored, dishonor is more than death.
Now, we remember when a person of Arjun's stature, right? He's Arjun. His glories are great. So, if his follies are there, people will not leave it that easily. Generations to come will remember that Arjun ran away from the battlefield. See, so that dishonor, firstly, for a righteous person, जो Aryan होते हैं ना, not Aryan and Dravidian as was a misnomer that they had created, I think, but the people who give a lot of importance to their word, their duty, for them, and when somebody defames them, it is like dying, right? Because कहते हैं ना, रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. These are our ancestors. You think before you speak, and once you speak, you stand by your word. Arjun, you decided, you came. And when you run away, not only will you go to hell, people are going to talk foul about you, right? And not only this generation, generations to come. And this kind of an infamy is so bad, it will never be forgotten. A small person creates an error, nobody knows about it, nobody cares, कोई बात नहीं. Person like you, अभी तो क्या पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी तक याद रखा जाएगा. And would that not be so bad? It is worse than dying, isn't it? For a righteous person, this kind of a defame that he gets is worse than dying. For हमें आजकल लगता है ना, today's generation क्या फर्क पड़ता है, बोल लेने दो. कैसे बोल लेने दो? It is very, very important for them. Let's go ahead. Then we'll explain it more. इसके बाद में verse number 35.
The great battalion commanders will think that you have withdrawn from the battle through fear, and you will be looked down upon by those who have thought much of you and your heroism in the past.
Again, because of fear. See, when you leave, people will have 100 things. Some will say, ye dar gaya. Nobody will know the core reason. Nobody will think that you had overflowing emotions towards the other side and that's why you ran away. Fear is going to be the thing. Not only your brothers, Duryodhan and his brothers, Karn, everybody is going to say you ran away. Darpok tha, kayar tha, chhod ke bhag gaya.
Even in one, Krishna also got their name.
Ran chhod das. Right? He also ran away that moment.
That Radha and Krishna story.
Yes, Ran chhod das. So, yes. So then that name will be attached to you. Do you want that, Arjun? And I know you cannot not fight this battle. It is not in you. Eventually you'll fight. But why are you thinking like this? So people are going to think that you ran away because of fear. See, no matter what you do, ek to a just person is not going to go around telling people ki no, this was the reason. Right? People, 100 mouths, 100 thoughts. He's talking in a very simple thing. He's not, over here, there's no philosophy involved. It is simple ethics. So he's saying, mat ja, mat bhag, people are going to badmouth you. Not only this time, not only this side, that side, not only this generation, the entire, till your name is there, this will be attached to you. Then, last.
And many unspeakable words will your enemies speak, cavilling about your powers. What can be more painful than this?
Exactly. इसमें यही है कि probably he होता है ना, what do we call that? You had what weak feet, or what do we call it when we say na कि when it was time to really perform. Feet of clay, and you just come to your fears and you could not. There is an orator who speaks very beautifully, but when you put them in front of the audience, that is it, gone. Stage fright. Khatam. So probably they're going to think like that. So over here, simply he's saying, see Arjun, everything is like this. Yehi hoga. Right now, why are we talking about Swarg over here? Because when we talk about spiritual seekers, they don't give any weightage to heaven. They say our journey is beyond. Now, he is not talking from that level anymore. See, look at the change in the tone. Shri Krishna is talking from a very simple worldly level. Human emotions and very simple. It is like, again, it is just what has to be done and what should not be done. This is the decorum you should follow. We don't live by decorum anymore. But there used to be a decorum for everything. For a Kshatriya, for a Shudra, for, again, now there can be a very big debate about Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Now, they all came from the body of the Lord only. Right? If you look at the scriptures in the Veds, that is it, they all came from the body of the Lord, and it was all respectfully based on what they did and their ability. It was never by birth. Nobody is a Brahmin by birth, nobody is a Vaishya by birth, nobody is a Kshatriya nor a Shudra by birth. It depends on your talent, and that was the 4 divisions they had made at that time. They are known as Varnas, not caste systems. Later on, it's a different story. We won't go there. So, he, by chance, right now standing there is a Kshatriya. We as human beings also oscillate between being Shudras and Kshatriyas and Brahmins and Vaishyas, depending on what we are doing at that time. When we are protecting somebody, we are Kshatriyas. When we are doing some work in our house which is associated with that, probably at that time that was the thing. Okay? When you are probably connected to the Lord, at that particular point when you're connected, it is not that when you're praying, it is when you're connected, you're a Brahmin. Again, to explain this division is not by birth. Simple 2 examples we'll take. Because now that it has come, it is better to clear it before we move forward. Parshuramji and Vishwamitraji. Who was Parshuram by birth? Agar aap dekhein, Parshuramji was a Brahmin by birth. What was he doing later? He was
Fighting.
simple. Right? Who was Vishwamitra by birth?
Shudra.
He was a Kshatriya. By birth. He was a king. And what was he doing throughout his life? And he did not take rebirths. Aisa nahi hai. In one very life, he became a Maharishi.
Somebody was a fisherwoman's son. Is it
Vedvyas
Vedvyas?
ji nahi hai.
Son of
That is not Vedvyas ji. Vedvyas ji with, I'll tell you, Shantanu... Shakuntala. Shakuntala and Shantanu is different. Vedvyas ji ka?
koi hai, one of the rishis, Brahma rishis is
Okay, let's find out. We'll find out who it is.
fisherwoman or something like that, illegitimate, that you don't know who his father is.
I remember this when he was going in the ship, right?
Exactly.
In the ship and the corner.
Exactly.
Let's know.
Shakuntala is
Yes.
If you see Ravana, Ravana is a Brahmin who's a king.
Yes. Then?
He's
So, in our scriptures, they are telling you, whether you want to believe it or not, it is not by birth, it is by deed. Right? It is by deed. So, right now, he is not saying Kshatriya. No. Now, again, that's why we are mentioning this here. Don't go to those petty things. It is not the subject or not the intention of these spiritual books at all. Right? So, now, for Arjun, it is very straightforward. Is there any? And now we'll say, why should we care about what other people say? Arjun might say, this tongue does not have a bone, right? But it hurts the most. Right? We have bones everywhere. The tongue does not have it. So why should we say, right? Tongues will wag. Who cares? No care. कहते निंदक नियरे राखिए आंगन कुटी छवाए बिन साबुन पानी बिना निर्मल करे सवाए. Don't get emotionally affected, but don't give it a deaf ear. Kabir Das ji. Kabir Das ji. Isme he's saying, keep a person who criticizes you close to you, closer than you keep your friends. Because without the use of soap and water, he is going to clean your nature. स्वभाव clean कर देंगे. So, over here, Arjun को ये बोल रहे हैं कि ऐसे you cannot give a deaf ear. हम बोलेंगे ना गलत शिक्षा दे रहे हैं. We should not listen to it. Nowadays, we tell our children, don't care about what the world says. Fine, don't get affected by what the world is saying. But if repeatedly the same thing is being said, रुको और सोचो ना. What is wrong in thinking? What is wrong? See, are you so weak that you cannot analyze what is being said about you and come to a conclusion कि सही है या गलत है? Keep an open mind. हो सकता है वो सही बोल रहा है because we are so full of ourselves. हम तो खराब हो ही नहीं सकते ना. We are like the gift to mankind. Every individual behaves that way, be it a child or an older person. I am a gift to mankind. मैं तो अच्छा ही हूँ. दुनिया को समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ. अरे भाई ऐसा नहीं है. So यहाँ पे श्री कृष्ण is asking you to open your vision. अर्जुन सोच. He'll say, I don't care. I don't care about what people say. I don't care about the land. I don't care about anything. He's saying, care. Think. You are going to set an example. So, because he's going to set an example, then it'll become a norm. You can run away from the battlefield. So, over here, this is a message to us also. Keep your ears open. If people are saying something, sit down with an open mind, listen to what they are saying, and make the changes if you're wrong. कहते हैं ना, the biggest, I think, the most important thing, that transformation that happens to you in the course of your spiritual journey is that you start seeing flaws in yourself. कहते हैं ना, बुरा देखन मैं चला, बुरा ना दिखया कोई, जब मन झांका आप ना, मुझसे बुरा ना कोई. You start seeing those flaws which never existed for you before. And then you start working on yourself so much so that you don't have any time to work on anybody else. See, there are reformists. Then there are people like Ved Vyas Ji. No, Ved Vyas Ji he comes in the category of reformists. Okay, he is doing a lot of work for other people to get reformed. But there are people like Shukdev Ji and Parikshit. They are not reformists. They don't care about what is happening in the world because they feel that mere mein hi itni khamiyan hai. Parikshit is not bothered. He's like, main mera hi kar lun pehle. Let me blossom first. If I have not blossomed and I start teaching you how to blossom, it's not going to work. And this is the first awakening that happens in a spiritual journey. You see so much of flaws in you that you start working on yourself. So he's saying, don't think that I am always right. मेरे में तो कुछ अर्जुन है भाई. Arjun is Arjun. And कहीं ना कहीं he had the notion कि मैं तो गलत हो ही नहीं सकता हूँ. Even now when he's giving for chapter 1 is nothing but Arjun talking and saying why he should not fight. And chapter 2 also, when we start, it is that only. Till Shri Krishna says, stop being such a coward. That is the first thing Shri Krishna says. Klabhya masma gama partha. What nonsense. You are such a coward. क्या बोल रहा है? और उसको अभी भी लग रहा है मैं तो सही बोल रहा हूँ. कृष्ण को क्या पता है? अरे कृष्ण को पता है. कृष्ण तुम्हारे साथ में खड़ा है. शस्त्र नहीं उठा रहा है. उसका परिवार पूरा उस तरफ ही खड़ा हुआ है. His Narayani Sena is there. He's standing here alone. Why he won't have people die with you? Your relatives will die. His won't die. That is why we can listen to him because he is standing in the same situation like Arjun, yet has a different point of view. ऐसा नहीं है कि Krishna has nothing to lose. Krishna also has everything to lose. Arjun does not have everything to lose because Krishna is standing here alone. His Sena is there. The entire Sena is there. He has more to lose than Arjun. Yet he is sthit. He is not clouded. He is saying, nahi, you cannot always be right, Arjun. You cannot always think what you're thinking is right. Listen to other people. वो भी सही हो सकते हैं. You're so full of yourself. Stop it now. And what you're going to do, think about the implications, the ripple effect. What will other people say? What example are you setting? You will go to hell. Clearly. स्वर्ग तो तुम्हें मिलेगा ही नहीं अगर तुमने तुम्हारी ड्यूटी पूरी नहीं की तो. Because Arjun उस लेवल पे अभी, उस स्वर्ग के बियॉन्ड वाले लेवल पे नहीं. The same thing applies to all of us. It's very simple. You apply this to your material life. Very simply. Swadharma, with the 3 pillars, we have to see whether we are doing Swadharma or not. Otherwise, it's not Swadharma. Because see, if Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha होता है, तो वैसे ही Swadharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha हो सकता है. If you follow those 3 rules. This can also lead you to moksha only. But you have to remember those 3 rules of Swadharma. As a mother, you can reach moksha if you are doing Swadharma, following those 3 points. As a wife, you can reach moksha if you follow those 3 points and do your Swadharma. As a servant, you can reach if you are following those 3 points and doing your duty. As a teacher, anything, as a Kshatriya, as a child, whatever, wherever you have been put in a particular situation, doing that you can reach moksha. Provided you know what is Swadharma, what is and how it has to be done. With those 3 principles in mind. So when we are doing something, the same thing applies to us. This is my duty. I cannot run away from my children. I chose this, right? Everything that is happening to us, from that ultimate other point of view also, there is a blueprint. We chose this life. We chose our partners. We chose our friends. We chose everything. There was a blueprint that we set for ourselves. That this is the kind of a birth I want so that I can learn so and so and so and so and so things. It was your choice before you came to this world. Right? Probably the people you love the most chose to be the worst in this birth to help you elevate yourself. Right? So, so this is my role. Now, should I run away from this? Will it serve any purpose? When a saint, suppose somebody wants to become a monk. He leaves his parivar, he leaves everything, he goes into the jungle and there he sits and cries. Why? Because he says, I've left everything. But ये ममकारा नहीं छूट रहा, याद तो अभी भी आती है ना. तो जब वो नहीं हो सकता तो तुम्हें क्यों छोड़ना है? कुछ नहीं छोड़ना है. Raja Bharat, we know, right? Our scriptures speak so loudly of the same thing. Raja Bharat, he left everything. He went to Vanaprasth. He went to Sannyas ashram. What happened to him? He fell in love with a deer. Full mamta. Then in the next birth, deer. After that birth, Jad Bharat. And after that birth, 3 births it took to get moksha. Sab chhod diya and he was prepared. All ready to leave in a jiffy. But mamakara kahin na kahin atak gaya. So, jab we know कि सब छोड़ के भी मन तो वहीं रहेगा ना. Even when we are here, our mind has already taken turns of the world and come back. So when your mind is not going to leave there, do your duty with the utmost of your ability. क्यों नहीं करना? So and then keep an eye open. Don't be कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो सब अच्छा है. No, listen to other people. What will happen? What are they saying? What is their opinion? Don't negate their opinion. करो. Like that you act in this world. With these principles, don't think कि मैं सही हूँ, मैं गलत नहीं हो सकता, लोग बेकार हैं. नहीं, कोई कुछ बोल रहा है तो सुनो, एक भी बोल रहा है तो सुनो. But again, don't get emotionally ruffled and all that. नहीं, but सुनो. Simple knowledge he is giving. Simple, इसमें कुछ है नहीं. There is no complications over here. Then, for a spiritual sadhak, this is the same thing for a spiritual sadhak also. How can a spiritual sadhak be a Kshatriya? See, it takes a lot of effort for us in a spiritual path also. You are fighting a battle only, right? Every day there is a fight, a battle that is going on within yourself. The vices and the virtues. Prayas or Shreyas. Even as a Grihast or anything, even if you are not a spiritual sadhak, Prayas and Shreyas are the 2 things you should always remember. What is Prayas? जो अच्छा लगता है करना, राइट? फॉर मी चॉकलेट खाना अच्छा लगता है. श्रेयस क्या है? मत खाओ, तुम्हारे शरीर के लिए ठीक नहीं है. प्रेयस, श्रेयस. सो विच मार्ग शुड आई चूज? देयर इज अ कॉन्स्टेंट बैटल ऑल द टाइम, राइट? सो देन एट दैट टाइम यू से नो, आई विल चूज द path which might be difficult but is superior. I know this is good for me. That battle. So at that time also you are fighting as a Kshatriya all the time. And at that time, there comes a point when you feel it is not working, it is not happening, I'm just going to leave and go. It becomes difficult. Spiritual path is not an easy path to follow. It is very, very difficult because you are moving against the current of the world. It is not easy because you're not following the masses anymore. You're not following the norms of the society anymore. You're not doing what is expected of you by a lot of people. Right? So that sadhana, is it easy? No, it's a struggle in itself. And when that struggle, then at that time, the Kshatriya dharma of fighting, you decide not to fight. You decide to withdraw. And then Shri Krishna says, Itna pahunche, and now you're withdrawing. Right? And again, he says, what will happen to you if you withdraw? क्या होगा? And लोग क्या बोलेंगे? लोग तो उसमें भी बोलेंगे ही. But he is not bothered about log kya bolenge at this time. But that sadhak is also a Kshatriya because he is constantly fighting. Right? When you are a Shudra, you start walking on that path, right? As a Vaishya, you are weeding out the vices, right? Ho gaya. The vices are out now. And you have created a fortress. And you know that the vices cannot come in till I am guarding it closely. Right? And Brahmin, you get connected, right? So when you have weeded them out, you have worked very hard, you have cleansed yourself, step by step, tapas kara, jap kara, niyam kara, okay, now my thoughts are pure, now I can see it. At that time, the battle is still there. At that time, you're guarding, and at that time, if you give way, what will happen? Again, the entire journey will start. And when you fall from that pedestal, not only do you demean yourself and your God, you demean a lot of, you set a wrong example to a lot of other people, and it happens to a lot of sadhus and sannyasis, where after a point they just can't take it because it's a constant war. And then what happened? And even for a sadhak, you have to always remember and keep your ears open to what people are saying about you. Always remember what is being said. Kyun nahi? As a sadhak also, you could be like Bakasur, right? Bakasur, when we see, probably you're pretending to yourself to be like that when you're not. Maybe somebody else has been able to judge you and say कि नहीं शायद ये नहीं है, he's not that, he probably is still not on the path. Keep an ear open. Listen to your gurus. Listen to your co-sadhaks. Listen to worldly people. Why not? So over here also, if you fall from that path also, for a sadhak to even swarg or nark, yeah, that is, then you go to the patal lok only, I feel. Rising from that is very, very difficult. And it has happened. Many sadhus and sannyasis, many sadhus, when I meant sadhu, I don't mean that orange robe. A person who is truly almost connected to God has reached just a little more and he falls from that path. One moment of anger, one moment of desire, one moment of temptation. तो क्या क्षत्रिय नहीं है? वो भी क्षत्रिय है, वो भी लड़ रहा है. हम भी क्षत्रिय हैं, हम भी कई बार लड़ते हैं. तो श्री कृष्ण हम सबको बोल रहे हैं, चाहे वो गृहस्थ हो, चाहे वो संसारी हो, चाहे इज अ सोल्जर और अ साधक. साधक का स्वधर्म हो गया ना ये तो. It is his swadharm. This is his sadhana becomes his swadharm. Then how can you drop? It is very easy to drop it. For anybody. It is the easiest path, right? Prayas. जो अच्छा लग रहा है वो करो ना. क्यों अपने आप को तकलीफ देनी है? तकलीफ नहीं होती. Of course तकलीफ होती है. बहुत तकलीफ होती है. Because till it becomes effortless, it is the effort that is going in ना. Effortless होगा जब तक effort है तब तक तकलीफ है. And still you keep fighting. नहीं, कोई बात. You keep moving on. You keep moving on. You keep moving on. And then he says, at that time when you just let go, what are you doing then? Don't let go now. In the middle of the battle, this battle is just going to start now. And you're in the middle now. अब छोड़ दोगे. And many people retrace their path from the spiritual journey because it is not a path for the cowards. It is not a path for the weak. Prabhu Prapti is the most difficult thing that you can do, whether you like it or not. It requires a lot of sacrifice, it requires a lot of discipline, it requires a lot of... कहते हैं ना, if any particular organ of yours makes a mistake, punish that organ the next day. That is the path of a sadhak. That is sadhana. Not कि हाँ मन हुआ तो कर लिया, मन हुआ तो नहीं करा. मन कैसे नहीं हुआ? It's a lot of effort before it becomes effortless. So Shri Krishna over here in the same verses, in the same 6 verses, is talking to us who are sadhaks also. He's talking to us who are in the material world also. He's talking to Arjun also. He is talking to everybody who says, I am a swadharmi. Very simply put. And I think it is so beautifully put in these just 6 verses of what you should do. Simple ethics, simple decorum, simple manners, simple simplicity also. Only an egoistic person will not listen to other people's opinion. When you think you are right and you can never be wrong, that is when the other person is always wrong, right? No. So beautifully he is telling Arjun कि देख तू आगे बढ़, अब मत रुक. Very simple. First, this is your swadharm. You have not encroached into anybody's territory. This battle has come to you unasked for. If you go away like this, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to hell. What will people say, Arjun? What will people say? क्या कर रहा है तू? Simple. Like a दोस्त. एक अपना दोस्त होता है ना, वो दोस्त बन गए सडनली कि ये गलत कर रहा है, मत कर. ट्रू कहते हैं ना, जब मंत्री और वो देयर आर व्हाट राज्य में इफ अ मंत्री और डॉक्टर एंड वन मोर पर्सन, इट कम्स इन सुंदरकांड, जो डर के लिए झूठ बोल देते हैं, देन द राज्य गोज फॉर अ टॉस. अ फ्रेंड, अ मंत्री, द डॉक्टर स्पेशली, इफ दे लाई एंड दे डोंट टेल द रूलर द ट्रूथ कि दिस इज राइट, दिस इज रॉन्ग, यू आर रॉन्ग हियर, यू शुड डू दिस, फिनिश, राइट? ही इज बीइंग अ ट्रू फ्रेंड. Because Arjun initially said, I don't care what people think of me. Care. See, very simple. I do not know how true it is, but it is said that जब कृष्ण होते थे ना वृंदावन में या बुद्ध होते थे, तो even the animals who had the tendency to eat each other would drink in the same pond. So yes, we'll say, no, there will be always somebody who will think negative. No. But your aura, when it touches somebody, and if your aura is pure, your intentions are clean, that everlasting negativity cannot be there. कहीं ना कहीं that person will force himself to be negative towards you, but कहीं ना कहीं नहीं होगा. So if that is happening, look in, where is the flow? Very simple. So this is a foundation that he has built. So ज्ञान खत्म करा उनने. He says, देखो संसार में ऐसे रहना है तुम्हें, right? And now he'll start talking about Karma Yoga in great depth from verse number 37. Any other thought that is coming to your mind? Anything else? If you want, we can read the Hindi meaning also very simply, and then we'll close. Anything else you want to discuss? Because we have, see, verse number 31. और अपने क्षत्रिय धर्म को देखकर भी, है ना, विकम्पित अर्थात कर्तव्य कर्म से विचलित नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि धर्ममय युद्ध से बढ़कर क्षत्रिय के लिए दूसरा कोई कल्याणकारी कर्म नहीं है. मतलब धर्म युद्ध है ये. फर्स्टली, एज वी एम्फसाइज्ड इट, तो इससे ज़्यादा कोई कल्याणकारी, इट्स नॉट अ सेल्फिश वॉर दैट दे आर वेजिंग. अपने आप प्राप्त हुए, बिकॉज दिस इज वर्ड बाय वर्ड ट्रांसलेशन, अपने आप प्राप्त हुए युद्ध खुला हुआ स्वर्ग का दरवाजा भी है. This is an open door of heaven because it has come to you. You are not fighting. You are not going into somebody's house and fighting. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तुम. हे पार्थ, वे क्षत्रिय बड़े सुखी भाग्यशाली हैं जिनको ऐसा युद्ध प्राप्त होता है. Again, if you have been given a duty, right? You are playing a beautiful role in this world. You are lucky, right? You are lucky to be a mother. Play that role well. तुम बहुत भाग्यशाली हो. If you are a wife, play that role beautifully. तुम बहुत भाग्यशाली हो. If you have been given a position in an organization, they have trusted you. तुम बहुत भाग्यशाली हो. When you are acting in the organization, act ethically. See, earning money is not wrong, right? Nowhere in our scriptures, अर्थ बोला है ना, धर्म, अर्थ, काम, मोक्ष. अर्थ की भी महिमा है, provided you know how you are earning. You know, it has to be pure, and how you are spending it. There is nobody who is saying that having money is a sin. नहीं. So, जहाँ पे भी आपको रखा है, अपनी full निष्ठा से, with those 3 parameters in mind, work. And that is why you'll see no sages, no sadhus, no sannyasis. I should not use the word sadhu, sannyasi, maybe. A person who is a knower of God is not in a state of inertia. Those people are the most dynamic because they have no hiccups. They are not bound by the anxieties of the pain of the past, the anxiety of the future, and nor the excitement of the present stops them from working. They live in the moment and they do whatever they are doing to the best of their ability. When I start my day today, what happened yesterday is finished. What happens tomorrow is not in my hand. What happens 2 minutes later is also something I do not know. अभी मुझे क्या करना है? चलो करते हैं. To the best of your ability, you focus and you do your work. And अगर यही चीज कोई बच्चा समझ ले, just today I was trying to explain it to Shivain. He said photographic memory, right? Vivekanand ji had photographic memory. Hence he could scan through the pages. I said, see, photographic memory सबके पास में है. It is whether you are able to tap it or not. God has given everything to everybody. Yes, there are certain people who are special, that is different. But He has given everything to everybody. Whether you are able to tap it or not, it's up to you, right? तुम करो ना, तुम अपना फोकस बढ़ाओ, फिर देखो फोटोग्राफिक मेमोरी कैसे नहीं होती है तुम्हारी. हम इतने scattered हैं all around the place. We are like such scatter brains. It takes ages for us to learn even one thing. 6 वर्सेस याद करने में ही पूरा हफ्ता लग जाता है. तो किसकी गलती? ठाकुर जी की? नहीं. You are a scatter brain. चलो, तो I told him, करके देखो ना तुम. But no, we, as I always talk to him, and I say, we will always use our peanut-sized brain and negate everything else. किसी ने तुम्हें बोला है तो करके तो देखो ना. कोशिश करने में क्या अर्ज है? नुकसान है इसमें? Is there any flaw in this path? Is it taking you away from anything? Is Gita teaching you anything wrong anywhere? No, right? Is it taking you away from your house, Grihastha ashram? No, right? It is going to make you a better mom. It is going to make you a better you. तो फिर क्या नुकसान है ट्राई करके देखने में? Then he says, ये हो गया. Then he says, अब अगर तू यह धर्म में युद्ध नहीं करेगा तो अपने धर्म और कर्तव्य का त्याग करके पाप को प्राप्त होगा. धर्म और कर्तव्य का त्याग करना हमें कहीं नहीं सिखाया गया है. जिसके पास में बच्चा है वो अगर उस बच्चे को छोड़ के प्रभु प्राप्ति के लिए चला जाए तो वो सही है या गलत है? क्या इस बच्चे को बड़ा करते करते प्रभु प्राप्ति नहीं हो सकती? किसने कहा? राइट? और सब प्राणी भी तेरी सदा रहने वाली, सदा, बिकॉज इफ यू आर अ फेमस पर्सन वो निंदा भी सदा रहेगी. और वी नो, राइट, वी नो अबाउट सो मेनी हिस्टोरिकल कैरेक्टर्स, स्टिल वी टॉक अबाउट देम. वो ऐसा था, वो ऐसा था, उसने ये करा, दिस वाज हिज हिस्ट्री. और सब प्राणी भी तेरी सदा रहने वाली अपकीर्ति, कथन अथवा निंदा करेंगे, है ना? अपकीर्ति, कथन अथवा निंदा करेंगे और वह सम्मानित मनुष्य के लिए, सम्मानित मनुष्य के लिए, who really, you know, सम्मानित को कैसे बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में? What will be called सम्मानित? who really, आजकल तो people don't care ना कि उसको मेरे को क्या पड़ी है, लोग क्या बोले. पर एक पहले होता था कि हाय मेरे लिए ऐसा नहीं, मतलब कोई भी ऐसा क्यों बोले, राइट? सो एक सम्मानित मनुष्य के लिए मृत्यु से भी बढ़कर दुखदाई होती है. यू नो, समबडी होता है ना यार, लोग सोचेंगे मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ. मैंने तो झूठ नहीं बोला. वो मृत्यु से भी ज़्यादा दुखदाई होती है. इफ़ अ पर्सन हु इज रियली ट्रूथफुल एंड इफ समबडी सेज कि तूने झूठ बोला है, उसको लगेगा यार मैंने नहीं बोला. उसके लिए मृत्यु से भी दुखदाई है कि मैं तो सत्य बोलता हूँ हमेशा. ये कैसे बात फैल गई, राइट? एंड देन तेरे शत्रु लोग, नहीं इसके बाद में, तथा महारथी लोग, महारथी, हाँ, तुझे भय के कारण युद्ध से हटा हुआ मानेंगे. तथा महारथी लोग, सो इट इज नॉट ओनली द पीपल हु आर लाइक हु आर नोबडीज. महारथी, बिकॉज अर्जुन वाज अ महारथी, श्रेष्ठ योद्धा था वो. तो जो तेरे इक्वल है वो भी तेरी निंदा करेंगे. जो महारथी हैं, नॉट ओनली, यू नो, अरे गहरे लोग तेरे बारे में बोलेंगे. The people who have accomplished, the people who are of your cadre, your caliber, your probably, you know, your spiritual level also are going to look down on you. Just imagine. ये होता है ना आपके लेवल के लोग. तथा महारथी लोग तुझे, and see, we can say they don't understand me. But the people who are capable of understanding you, are at your level, have the same thought process as yours, will look down at you. तुम उनकी नज़रों से भी गिर जाओगे. सी, ये आजकल हम नहीं मानते हैं सब इतना, बट किसी के नज़र से गिर जाना यूज्ड टू बी सो पेनफुल फॉर पीपल. कि मैं जस्ट इमेजिन अ मदर, राइट? आई ऑलवेज फील, यू नो, व्हेन माय मदर सेज वाह बहुत अच्छी बोली तू, आई फील वेरी हैप्पी. और यही अगर मैं मेरी मम्मी की नज़रों से गिर गया, यू नो, माई मदर थिंक्स आई हैव डन समथिंग रॉन्ग, कितना दुख होता है कि, यू नो, माई मदर ऑल्सो, look at it when you're talking to all these, especially, you know, I listen to a lot of athletes nowadays. What would my mother say? Because see, that is something, that is a level where you know that person is not going to judge you unnecessarily. And when that person, यहाँ पे वो बोल रहे हैं, when that person says तुम गलत हो, सोचो तुम्हारा क्या होगा. महारथी लोग, right? So, तथा महारथी लोग तुझे भय के कारण युद्ध से हटा हुआ मानेंगे, जिनकी धारणा में तू बहुमान्य हो चुका है. दे यूज्ड टू लुक अप टू यू, नाउ दे डोंट. उनकी दृष्टि में तू लघुता को प्राप्त होगा. ओ माय गॉड, द पीपल हु यूज्ड टू रियली लुक अप टू यू. सी, दिस इज अ बिग थिंग. सी, अर्जुन इज नॉट अ नॉर्मल पर्सन, एंड व्हेन वी आर एट अ सर्टन लेवल, वी आर ऑल्सो नॉट नॉर्मल. वी आर setting a wrong precedent. We are setting a wrong example. And especially as mothers, we should be very vigilant. Everything we do is setting a wrong example or setting an example for them. अब मम्मी कर सकती तो हम भी कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो ही इज सेइंग कि वो लोग जो तुझे बहुत मानते थे, तेरे को चाहते थे, who used to respect you, you will get dishonor in their eyes also, Arjun. And then he says the people who do not like you. Then he says, तेरे शत्रु लोग, Now, first is those people, right, who really, really looked up to you. Now, the people who don't like you, Shatru. But those Shatrus also looked up to Arjun. Everybody knew Arjun is Arjun. There was no second thought about it. तेरे शत्रु लोग तेरी क्या है, तेरी समर्थता की, your capability की निंदा करेंगे. So they are not going to doubt even your character. They are going to doubt your samarthata. कि तुम समर्थ ही नहीं थे. Your capabilities will be doubted. Arjun, not only your character, even your capabilities will be doubted. कि ये तो श्रेष्ठ योद्धा था ही नहीं. Right? And निंदा करते हुए बहुत से ना कहने योग्य वचन भी कहेंगे. उससे बढ़कर और दुख की बात क्या हो सकती है. ना कहने योग्य वचन. That which should not have been said would be said about your capabilities, Arjun. Character, capability सब चला जाएगा. क्या कर रहे हो? And this applies to all of us, not only Arjun. Wherever we are in our lives. This is something, even for her. When, simply, right? The teacher should not think negatively about me. I should not lie. I cannot reply back to my teacher. There is a certain decorum, right? No, I cannot say this to my friend. I cannot pick up a thing which is not mine. नहीं तो लोग, it is wrong, and what is wrong. And if something is found which is not hers, she'll feel bad when she says, no, you stole. Oh, I did not steal. It was by mistake. But how is it in your bag? कैसा लगेगा इसको? छोटी सी बच्ची को भी बुरा लगेगा ना? Simple. So there is a decorum. उसको स्वधर्म को उस decorum में follow करो. और वो यही चीजें साधक के लिए भी होती हैं. There is a different kind of a battle a sadhak fights, right? But that is a battle. So a life is a battlefield actually. Chahe you are in the battlefield like a soldier, or you are at home like a mother, or you are in the journey of spirituality like a mumukshu or a jigyasu or a sadhak. सब में don't forget your ethics. नहीं, कभी नहीं. At no point we should compromise on this. And this is the simple message. Why is he saying this? Because we are going into Karma Yoga. तो अब कर्म योग ये इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए अब तुम कर्म योग सुनो क्या होता है. Anything else? श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. वासुदेवाय वासुदेवाय. राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की. राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की. राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की. जय बोलो हनुमान की. जय बोलो हनुमान की. बोलो बजरंग बली की जय. Why do we say Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki? Because this is his asan. This is his asan, and we are asking him to help us understand the scriptures which is beyond our understanding. Bhai, हम कौन होते हैं? तो without him, even understanding what little we are understanding right now is impossible. So we thank him for his presence, for his words, his help, because he is that who has lived up to what we are trying to become, right? So it is only under his guidance that we all are able to understand whatever little. ऐसा नहीं, ही इज़ नॉट केपेबल ऑफ एक्सप्लेनिंग इट टू अस, बट हमारी भी तो कैपेबिलिटी धीरे धीरे ही बढ़ेगी ना, राइट? सो दैट्स वाई जय बोलो हनुमान की, बोलो बजरंग बली की जय। जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान।